Hi friends, OBS or Open Broadcaster Studio is a freely available software that can be used to capture the screen of your laptop or desktop computer and making videos of your screens. It's a very versatile software, and in this video you will learn some basic settings to use this software. So let's start. Let's start by downloading this software, and you will go to Google and write OBS Studio. You will be directed to the web page, and here you can see there are three options: Windows, Mac and Linux. You can download the software for all of the three versions of the operating systems. So we'll go with the downloads because we are using Windows. So it started downloading. I have already downloaded it, so I will not proceed with it, so I will cancel it. And on my desktop you can see that this is OBS Studio available with me. You will double click it and it will start installing. It's very simple procedure. There is no difficulty in installing this software. So once installed, you will see this shortcut. You will launch your OBS Studio by double clicking this OBS Studio shortcut. So once you will double click it, you will see that they are suggesting some basic settings by default. So you can do that settings by default. They can ask 2 to 3 steps. That's very simple. There is no issue in it. So once done, you will see this type of screen. You may see a black screen in your case because you don't have any source for the scenes. So let's see, this is first tab and it shows scenes. So these are the scenes that are being captured, and these are being captured using these sources. And in my case, you can see that the sources are display captured, so display of this system. So in below there is plus sign. You can add sources. In your case, you need to add a display source that can be display capture, that can be game capture, that can be image. So for your purpose to grab the screen, you will do display capture like this, and it will give an automatic name, and make sure that make source visible is check marked. You will do OK, and then there will be another screen that will ask you that if you want to which display do you want to display capture. If you have more than one screen attached, they will ask you to select one of these. So capture cursor is another option. If you want to capture this cursor, you can check mark this. So you will do OK, and this is now added. You can remove one of these display captures by selecting that and clicking minus. Are you sure you wish to remove the display capture too? Okay. You can prioritize different displays by using the up arrow and down arrow. So in the plus sign, if you want to capture your game, you can use this. If you want to have some image displayed here, you can select image and put it here like logo. It's very important for your channels. On the right side of the sources tab, there is audio mixer. You have two options: desktop audio. You can capture the audio of your desktop computer from the source, or you can capture audio from the mic. In both the cases, you can see a setting button, and you can go to properties, and you can select the device. For the desktop audio, it's recommended to set the device as default. You can increase or decrease the volume of this audio. Similarly, for mic or auxiliary device, you can go to settings and then properties, and you can select the device. For example, in my case, it's a microphone. Okay. On the right side, there are scene transitions. These are some advanced things. So for the basics course, I'm not going to go into detail of this transitions. Further on the right side there are controls. You can do streaming, so start streaming or stop streaming. You can do recording, so I have started the recording. I can stop the recording, and on the right side you can see there are two vertical bars. It say me pause recording, and when it is clicked it pauses the recording, and then when I again click it, it again restart the recording. So it's very useful option. You can pause, you can unpause, you can pause, you can unpause. In the studio mode, that is more relevant to streaming, it's not important. So the last option is exit, which is self-explanatory, and the second last option is settings. This is where you can do most of the changes in your software settings. First is general. You can set language. This is English. You can change the theme, the dark default. There are different options available. I'll go with dark. Then automatically check for updates, that's check marked. Open stats dialog on startup, you may open it. Similarly, there are different options, and it's recommended that set these settings as default, which don't change it. You can, if you are doing streaming, you can automatically record when streaming. This is a good option. If you want to record your streaming, you can check this out. Projectors and system tray and preview, these are not the basic settings. So we'll go with the basic settings, general. Then we'll go with streaming. If you want to stream, you can use this service of Twitch. Then output mode is simple. Streaming, video bitrate 2500 kbps. You can increase or decrease it. It's recommended to set default. Encoder is software. Audio bitrate 160. So recording, this is where recording path, where the file you are recording is being saved. In my case, it's not now, because it's not recording. It's not giving me option to open the browse tab. But in your case, when you will not be recording, you can select browse and give the path where you want your recordings to be saved. Then recording quality, you should have high quality, medium file size. Then recording format, you should set it MP4. Encoder is hardware. And these are the basic settings, and these are the important settings of output. Then audio, general 44.1 kilohertz, stereo channel. Devices, I explained you. From desktop, you have default. For mic, you have microphone. All other settings are by default, and these are okay. For video, this is important. For video, you must know that what is the size of resolution of your screen. You must set base canvas resolution as the resolution of your screen. And output resolution, you must set it to 1920 into 1080. If you have issues, you can decrease this to 1280 into 720. Downscale filter size, you can set it bicubic. This is recommended. And FPS values, it's recommended to use 60. If your system does not support 60, you can reduce it to 30. And then hotkeys, these are very useful. For example, you can use your keyboard to start recording, to stop recording, to pause recording, or to unpause recording. I use these four options. These are very useful. For example, you can just press the keys on your laptop or keyboard to make start recording or stop recording and these things. There are a lot of other options where you can assign hotkeys. The last is the advanced. And advanced is not that important for the basic settings. If you are new, you can start with the default advanced settings. You will click OK, and then you are ready to go. You will start recording, and you will see that in the defined path you have a file saved in the MP4 format. So this is it for the beginner's guide. Hope this is helpful for you. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.